Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you guys are. So guys, obviously we've got a huge fight week this week. Guys, smash the like button on this video, hit the subscribe button, make sure you share the video, of course. Guys, I've always questioned AJ's mindset. I've always questioned him in the sense that I think mentally there's this fragility there. But he does say a lot of things which I find very strange, and sometimes I find it difficult to understand what he's saying. He's made a latest comment where he said, Southpaws are a nightmare. I would have smoked Uysk if he wasn't a lefty. I didn't totally understand. It's a bit like saying, if Uysk didn't throw a left hand, I would have destroyed him. I almost found his comment hilarious. Basically said, I need adjustments to deal with a southpaw because to me these lefties are a nightmare. I swear that if Oleksandr wasn't a lefty, I would have smoked him 100%. Then he goes on to say, Robert breaks things down more. In one round of sparring, I'm told to perfect that bleep jab. In another round, a tilt more than throwing the big right hand. It's more tactical to deal with a southpaw. Reasoning the method, it's a lot to remember. It's not so much about being confident. That's up to my team. I respect Robert highly, but I can only gain confidence from my preparation and my sparring. A coach can tell a fighter a million good things, but if he doesn't do them on the night, then it's pointless. So I've handed over control. I used to spell out the 2 or 3 things I wanted to work on. Now I listen, soak up information like a sponge. Let my guys make the decision. Training camps are challenging, so draining, so brain fatigue. I need the better conditioning. I need to be better conditioned. That's how it usually is with me. Calm. A lot of people understand the physical side of boxing, but what about the psychological element? A fighter has to be trained to keep his head screwed on as he goes into the ring, not drift away mentally because someone's shouting abuse or even being positive. Seeing your mom on the ring walk, and now I need tunnel vision. I don't know about you guys, but I sometimes listen, see his interviews and see what he's saying, and I don't understand at times. I feel like he talks a bit funny, like this bit here where I need adjustments to deal with a southpaw because to me lefties are a nightmare. I swear if Oleksandr Uysk wasn't a lefty, I would have smoked him, but he is a lefty. Like, imagine making a comment that if he wasn't a lefty, I would have smoked him when he is a lefty. It's a bit like saying if he didn't throw his left hand, I would have destroyed him because his left hand was the one that did the damage. I didn't understand what Anthony Joshua, and that's why I question, a lot of his fanboys have attacked me over the years. That's why I question AJ, just because of when he says things like this, and go back to a previous comment that he said that I felt like I was boxing like Muhammad Ali in the first fight. He goes, I thought I was boxing really well. I was boxing like Ali, like just things like that. Well, I wouldn't want to say it's delusional, but I just feel like he comes across really funny and a bit weird. Like nobody really understands. Like this sort of statement, I don't know why he would say something like that. Like I would smoke him if he wasn't a lefty. I don't understand. I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense. And it leaves me confused. It leaves me thinking that he said this on fight week. Where's his mind at? Where's his mind at? But now, like I said, we'll have to wait and see how he performs on the night. He's talking about Robert Garcia and how, he's soaking up all the information. Let's see how he can perform in the ring. But yeah, at times, AJ says things which leaves me confused. I generally don't understand where he's coming from. The one about the Muhammad Ali comment, and then this one is just strange, to say the least. Boxers are pretty strange. A lot of them are delusional. A lot of them come across a bit weird at times. It's the nature of the job. They ain't normal people. To go in there and get punched in the face, you have to be a bit crazy. But yeah, comments like this make me think, where's his head at mentally? Because with Joshua, that's something that we need to, when I'm actually analyzing him, I actually go and look at what he's saying in his interviews, because it probably tells us where he's at mentally. He is looking calm. It's just that when he comes out with stuff like this, I don't know where he's going with it, because it has, like, he's lefty, and southpaws are a nightmare. We know that. But if you're saying that he was right-handed and he had that skill, you would have smoked him. I don't know, because Andy Ruiz was, although Andy Ruiz had a different style, Andy Ruiz was a right-hander and he gave you your first loss. And there's many right-handed fighters that gave AJ a lot of trouble. You know, Klitschko had him down. You know, Dillian White had Joshua in trouble. So it's not like he's destroyed every orthodox fighter that he's been in the ring with. You know, he's been in trouble with many orthodox fighters, to say the least. So, I don't know. I feel like Usyk's just got a superior skill set, and he would cause anyone trouble. It's got nothing to do. Let's not forget, Joshua destroyed Charles Martin. He was a southpaw. So it's got nothing to do with the stance. It's the skill of the guy. Because how come he destroyed Charles Martin, who was a southpaw? Joshua had no trouble with him. Literally flattened him in the second round, didn't he? Dropped him like two, 3 times in the second round. And, you know, Martin was out there. So why didn't he have any issues with Martin? Now, if he had issues with Martin, I would say, you know what, fair enough. Joshua's had in the past history. I don't know whether he's fought any other southpaws. I think he's only fought Martin. Martin wasn't a great fighter by any stretch, but he still destroyed him. You know, and Martin over the years has gone and given some guys some good work. You know, Ortiz, he dropped him. He gave him a hard time. He also gave, you know, Konaki a tough fight. You know, he's given some guys, some decent fighters, some work. But with AJ destroyed him. So I don't think it's anything to do with the stance or the fact that Usyk is fighting orthodox. It's the skill set of the man. You know, it's the skill set of the man. The guy's so skilled. He's so fast. He moves. Even if he was orthodox, he would have given AJ issues, because it's that skill set. Of course, the fact that he's a southpaw makes him even more tricky. But just because you're southpaw, that doesn't mean that you're tricky. There's many southpaws that get you know, that I saw Amir Khan fight Zab Judah. He had absolutely no trouble with Zab Judah. Took him apart. Amir Khan actually used to enjoy fighting southpaw fighters. He used to batter them. You know, so I don't necessarily look at the stance. It's the skill of the man. You know, it's got nothing to do with the way you stand. You could be a southpaw but have no skill, and you'd get battered. It's got nothing to do with you know, the stance. It's the skill. It's the footwork. It's the attributes that the fighter has. And Usyk has a very good attributes. There's nothing to do with the fact that he's a lefty. It's the fact that he's a very, very skilled fighter. Even if Usyk was an orthodox fighter and he had that kind of style, he would be really difficult, because he's very, very highly skilled. Very highly skilled. Southpaws are beautiful to watch. You know, when you get a slick, really good southpaw, you know, they're really good to watch. I almost compare them, like, if you guys follow cricket, I almost compare them to like a left-handed batsman that is fluent and just looks beautiful to watch. Southpaws can look like that. When southpaws are in their rhythm and it's a slick, really good southpaw, they're beautiful to watch. And Usyk at times, like, some people find Usyk boring. I actually find Usyk amazing to watch. I love watching Oleksandr Usyk fight. I actually think he's really good to watch. He's just the way he moves, he's just brilliant. Lomachenko the same. I love watching Lomachenko fight. You know, I actually think they're beautiful. They're entertaining to watch the way they fight. It's just magical. So yeah, I think it's got nothing to do with the stance of Usyk. I think it's the skill of the man that is a problem for AJ, and I think AJ needs to realize that. I think it's got nothing to do with the fact that he's standing in a southpaw stance. It's the fact that he's got skills that AJ is going to struggle with. The footwork, the speed, the movement, the angles. Anyone would struggle with that, not just AJ. Anyone would struggle with that. So he's got to accept that, not the fact that he's a lefty and that's why he's having trouble, because he fought a lefty previously to win his world title and destroyed him. So it's got nothing to do with the stance. It's the skill of the man. And that's my take on it. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about what AJ's had to say, and leave your comments in the comment section. I really want to know what you think about what he said here. But yeah, smash the like button and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.